Loading, strapped with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Pushing on, keep rolling. And when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MCs, bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folders. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Round here, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my red everything mix up. Full circle, now everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, maybe like an elephant. Keep your heart, but you know that it's elegant. Get mad, but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, riddling. Cycle through these sheets, I'm pedaling. Hibernating them bombs, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff, we can go psycho. Head to head, bar to bar, turn the mic on. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Loading, strapped with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Pushing on, keep rolling. And when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MCs, bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folders. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Round here, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trending the big bop. Yeah, my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, now everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, maybe like an elephant. Keep your heart, but you know that it's elegant. Get mad, but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, riddling. Cycle through these sheets, I'm pedaling. Hibernating them bombs, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff, we can go psycho. Head to head, bar to bar, turn the mic on. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Loading, strapped with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Pushing on, keep rolling. And when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MCs, bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folders. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Round here, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trending the big bop. Yeah, my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, now everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, maybe like an elephant. Keep your heart, but you know that it's elegant. Get mad, but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, riddling. Cycle through these sheets, I'm pedaling. Hibernating them bombs, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff, we can go psycho. Head to head, bar to bar, turn the mic on. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon.
What up? What's happening, everybody? CSGs.
CMB.
My CSGs.
CMB. Man, we all we got.
We all we got, man. How y'all been feeling, man? I know y'all probably been asking questions like, man, what's space at? Sorry, man. Forgive me. I ask for your forgiveness, but my job has been, running me through the ringer. I haven't been able to catch a lot of the games. I haven't been able to, do the live streams. It's been hectic for me, bro. It's been hectic for me, but good news, they changed my schedule up. Now I can be here after every game again. And but I still appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, supporting Frank. I still be tuning in to the breakdowns Frank do him and Roosh, and it's just I've been up and down doing other engagements, had other things to do, but we back now, bro. We back. Give it up. I'm applauding y'all for sticking by me in the chop shop in Frank. Y'all the real MVPs, man. Y'all the real ones. CSGs. CSGs. Now, let's get back to it. Who in the building with me? Who in the building with me? Who in the building? Let's see. Third Coast Alliance, what's happening? Todd Showman, what's good? Scoot Channel, what's happening? Fluid. Joe Blue. Olaoka, what's happening? Jalen Johnson. Icy 1025. Kenny. NFT Marie, what's happening? Scott of Greywater Watch, what's happening with you? Carl Farr. NS. 2 Guy YGO. Conspiracy, what's happening? Bustin' Cider. Cider, you don't like my song, bro? You don't. Well, that ain't my song, but you don't like the song, bro? Give me some suggestions, man. What song should I play? What song should I play? Mario Gonzalez, what's happening? Sigga Miggs in the building. Hosin Mama. Hosin Mama. What's happening? What's happening, bro? Manish, what's good, Manish? Muzzo OG. Who else we got in there? Space A 713 Space Ghost. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's happening? KDC was good with it. The Chosen One. AI Productions. What's happening? Backstreet Marine. What's good with it? Marine. Backstreet Marine. What's good with it? And they say he liked the song perfect. He say the song perfect. Bustin', you the only one I heard say you don't like the song, bro. Put a 1 in the chat if you like the song. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't like the song. And I see about, putting a different song with it. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. Let's see. Rick the Ruler, what's happening? Bro, all I see is ones, man. You look like you're going to lose that. Muhammad, Tasir, what's happening? Bobby Jinko, what's good? Bro, everybody saying they like the song, man. So, Bustin', sorry, we're going to be keeping the song. Debo, what's happening, Debo? Bobby Jinko says cycle different songs. Buster says a 2, just my opinion. Why you don't like it, Bustin'? Why you don't like it? Mario said he had a 1.5. Now you got to choose one. That wasn't the option, Mario. That wasn't the option. It was either 1 or 2. Music 11 was good. Oh, Music 1. Is that a 1? Music 11. Now that's Music 11. Bobo was killing us. Yeah, he was killing us, bro. He was killing us. He kept a minute. Yeah, I know a lot of our man showed out. Our man showed out. But me, I'm gonna have to give it to Jabari Smith Jr. I'm gonna have to give it to Jabari for the player of the game. Seeing what's good. Testizo, what's happening? What's happening? Travis M, what's happening? Yeah, but Jabari, I think Jabari made some big shots. He made some good free throws. He was he was on the perimeter defending. He was down low defending. He was getting rebounds. He was everywhere. I think his impact was clear across the board. I'm not saying that our man's wasn't either, because our man was special, man. Man, you could just look at, man, the way our man, bro. Just imagine like 2 years from now, our man's gonna, man, look, man, the boy's special. He's special, bro. And I like how MA was using him. He put him in the dunker spot a couple of times, got some alley oops. He just, I would say this. I'm not sure if I ever seen anybody block Bobo shot. And KD, he rarely get his shots blocked. Rarely get his shots blocked. What's up, Thurgood? He rarely get his shots blocked. And as a guard, 6'7" guard, blocking these 7-footer shots, man, bro, I'm telling you, our man's gonna be special, bro. If you ask me, he already special. He's already special. He just got the capabilities to be switchable, pass. He made good decisions with the ball, athletic, rebounding. Bro, the boy was getting up over everybody, just snatching rebounds. He kept us, him and Cam Whitmore, they kept us in the game the first half because our starters came out looking like crap. Our starters came out, they looked like crap. They went down like, 12, 14 points early before we even got off, and then Cam came in with the energy. Our man came in with the energy, and they totally turned the game around. And it was a different landscape once they got in, and they just injected that energy into the game. Now, Dylan Brooks was he's been bad. He's been bad like the last few games. Hold on real quick.
Hey. Go.
My dog back there rumbling and stuff. Yeah, Dylan Brooks, man, I don't know what's going on with Dylan. And I like Fred VanVleet, Allman, and Cam on the court at the same time. And with Fred VanVleet, when he goes to the bench and we replace him with Allman Thompson, I'm not sure if we missing that much of defensive, effort like Dylan brings. But it's like mostly he's been like that Dylan Brooks that we all didn't want to see. First half of the season, Dylan Brooks was playing his role, doing things right. Now he's chunking up a lot of shots, turning the ball over. Well, I think a lot of our guys been turning the ball over a lot lately. That's why New Orleans pretty much blew us out. And we still don't have that big guy to hold another big, like a true big like Valanciunas. And Şengün, he puts up a fight. I'm not gonna take anything away from Şengün, but some of them big guys, you just need the body type. Not even a defensive stalwart type, just a body that's big enough to slow him down. And Şengün, he does what he does. He tries, but he just don't have that body type yet. So, but Dylan Brooks, he's all over the place. If he's not hitting the three, which is rare now these last 2 weeks, if he's not hitting the three, then it's almost like he's, y'all know what I mean. He's just running around like he just acting like he's doing stuff, and he's fouling. I don't know why Coach Udoka optioned to put him on KD to begin with instead of just letting Jabari take KD from jump. But then it's like something clicked in MA's head, and he was like, you know what? Let me put Jabari on him, and if anything, let's just give him some reinforcement. So we started blitzing KD, and that's how we got back into the game too. We started blitzing KD. He had to make decisions with the ball, because if you just let him just score and just think about scoring, you're not gonna stop KD from scoring. Make him make decisions with the ball. Almost turn him into a passing guard or a passing wing. And we know he can do it, but that's not his specialty. He's not comfortable with it. He's outside of his element a little bit. And we seen that, and he started actually turning the ball over. Then that makes other guys on the court, since they don't have a true point guard, that makes other guys on the court have to actually facilitate and move the ball. Like you can't depend on Grayson Allen to be that. You know, so once we got the ball out of KD's hands and made other guys start doing it, then we can scramble and our defense can catch up and just make guys take ill-advised shots or make them throw a pass out of bounds or dribble or something that they're out of their element doing. And Udoka clicked like second quarter, and we started doing that. We got back into the game. Third quarter, he went away from it. I guess he didn't want to give him a steady dose of that. He didn't want to give him a steady dose of that, but I get what he was doing, to a tail. But then in crunch time, the last 5 minutes, we went back to doubling them. And that's what really kind of, I wouldn't say iced the game because it came down to the very end. Some clutch free throws by Şengün and Jabari. And then thank God that KD, he caught CTE. Like, bro, he pump faked at the free throw line. Like, bro, you can't do that. He missed the free throw to begin with. Then he pump fake at the free throw line. You can't do that. You can't do that. So KD had a brain fart, and that was really what helped us just really go ahead and close out the game. One thing about Udoka, I don't get why he wanted to foul when it was like 9 seconds still left on the clock. Like, let them get into a set. Let them run some time off the clock. The time is our friend at that point. Why extend the game unnecessarily? Yes, I know we kind of got PTSD from that. What game was that? Toronto game? Yeah, from the Toronto game when they was down 3 and we just let them get that 3 off over not OG Anunoby, the Pascal Siakam over Fred VanVleet. But I think that was too early to foul in that moment. Was that the Blazers game? I thought that was that the Blazers game? Yeah, that was the Blazers game. That was Jeremy Grant. My bad. That was Jeremy Grant. Hit the 3-pointer over Fred VanVleet. So I understand what Udoka was trying to do, but we fouled too quickly, and we extended the game like 4 or 5 possessions. And like me and Frank was saying on Twitter in the group chat, I don't trust nobody at the free throw line. If it's not Fred VanVleet, it can be like either way. And in a time like that, in the clutch, you don't want to depend on free throw shooting when we're not the greatest of free throw shooters. We got one guy that's pretty much almost automatic, but even he missed the free throw late to seal the game, and that extended the game another 2 possessions. It was almost kind of mismanaged, but I can't complain too much. But KD actually did. He sold the game up for us. KD sold the game up for us, man. Let me read off these stats for you CSGs and see how young guys did. Let's see. Jabari Smith Jr. played 41 minutes. He was 6 for 18 from the field, 3 for 10 from 3-point. I didn't even realize he shot 10 3-pointers. 7 for 8 from the free throw line. 16 rebounds. Bari, 16 rebounds. He was everywhere. That's why I say he made a big impact. 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, a +2 with 22 points. Dylan Brooks played 26 minutes. He was 1 for 6 from the field. Bad. 0 for 3 from 3. Bad. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, a -11 with 2 points. A -11. He had the lowest plus minus on the team. Lowest plus minus on the team. And that was just Dylan was bad this game, bro. Dylan was bad. LP played 35 minutes. He was 6 for 15. he was getting stripped. He was losing the ball, you know. And it was like, come on, LP, get it together. He looked like he had a concussion or something. He was playing with CTE. He was 6 for 15 from the field, 0 for 1 from the three-point line, 5 for 8 from the free throw. He had 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, a +6 for 17 points. What we got? My boy Third Coast Alliance giving out memberships. Good looking out Third Coast. I'll read them off after I go through these stats. Fred VanVleet, he played 37 minutes. Did I finish Şengün? Yeah. Şengün was a +6 for 17 points. Fred VanVleet, 37 minutes, 7 for 15 from the field, 6 for 14 from the three-point line. Fred VanVleet, he was actually hitting some threes, and when he don't hit threes, we know it's kind of hard for him to score. So I can't rely on Fred VanVleet hitting 6 3-pointers a game. You know, I can't rely on that. But I'm glad he had a good shooting night tonight. He was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. He was a +8 with 23 points. Jalen Green, man. I'm not going to even harp on Jalen Green. Y'all know what Jalen Green is right now. He's a mixed bag every game, you know. 21 minutes. He played the less minutes out of the starters. 5 for 13 from the field. 3 for 6 from the three-point line. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, a +6 with 14 points. Uncle Jeff off the bench played 15 minutes. He was 1 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from the three-point line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, a -1 with 3 points. Amen Thompson played 33 minutes, 6 for 11 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. He made a 3, but it got waved off. It got waved off, but, you know, he did make a 3, but it didn't count. He had 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, a +14 with 15 points. He had the highest ± on the squad, a +14 with 15 points. And 5 of those rebounds was offensively. He was getting it. Him and Jabari was crashing the glass. That's what we need. Cam Whitmore played 21 minutes. He was 5 for 11 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, 3 for 5 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He had 4 turnovers, though. He had the most turnovers on the team. He had 4 turnovers. I think like 3 of them was almost like back to back to back. You know, back to back to back. But he was a -2 with 15 points. Aaron Holiday played 11 minutes, 0 for 1 from the field, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 3 assists, 2 steals, a -2 with 3 points. Now, another good thing about Amen Thompson coming to his own is that we do see less Aaron Holiday. We do see less and less Aaron Holiday. And I'm not upset about that because Amen Thompson, he presents certain mismatches against his defender, and he can play defense. And he can play defense from 1 through 4. Now, I wouldn't just say he can hold centers, but he can play some defense from 1 through 4, you know. So, yeah, Amen Thompson, great game. Cam Whitmore, great game. Jabari Smith, excellent game. And Şengün, Fred VanVleet, pretty good game. He had a pretty good game. Dylan Brooks, a F. We didn't see no Tate, so that's cool. We didn't see any Tate. But let me know in the chat too. Do y'all think we'll see Tari Eason again this season? It's like I highly doubt that we'll see Tari again this season, and that's a blow to our bench. You know, it don't seem like we're gonna see bro no more. And if that's the case, just let him rest. I don't want to risk further damage to Tari just to try to make a playoff push or, you know, a play in push and end up being injury prone almost because he can't recover fully from this nagging injury that he got. So if we're going to lose him, I take it because I see further down the line he's going to be more important to this team. You know, he's going to be more important to this team. So tell me in the chat what y'all think the starting lineup should be. I'm almost leaning that Jalen, maybe he needs to be out of the starting lineup. And if he's been out of the starting lineup, then you insert our man Thompson. And he gives you just a little bit more all the way around than just scoring. Because Jalen, he just loses the ball, you know. So I'm thinking Fred VanVleet, our man Dylan Brooks, Jabari, Şengün. Now, next year, I'll probably switch that and go, our man Thompson, Cam Whitmore. Who's going to be our three? Tari Eason. I'll say Tari Eason, Jabari, Şengün. That's my dream lineup, like, for the future. For the future. Our man Thompson, Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason, Jabari, and Şengün. You got so much versatility with that lineup to where that'll be a crazy, scary, athletic lineup. That'll be a crazy lineup. You still got shooting with Jabari and Cam. You know. Then you still got defensive switchability with our man, Tari, and Jabari. Then you got two savant level passers with our man and Şengün. And you still got athleticism with Cam and our man. And somewhat, to some extent, Tari. So, that's the lineup I want to see. That's the lineup I want to see. Now, maybe next year we need to get a little bit deeper in the bench roles. Like, we got an old bench. You know, we got guys, Jeff Green, Aaron Holiday, guys that's older, longer in the tooth. I want to see some more, like, 3, 4, 5-year guys that's actually good, to actually bring the energy and be able to sustain that energy for when our 5 guys got to take a seat. You know, I want it all, bro. I ain't gonna even front. We've been so bad so long. We tanked for 3 years, and it seemed like it's been 10 years. I want it all. And Stone, if he don't make no moves to get this team better over the offseason, Stone got to go. Stone got to go. Y'all know, if y'all been watching this channel long enough, how long have I been on Stone Neck? I've been on Stone Neck since, like, the Harden trade. I haven't liked anything that he did outside of drafting. And we know all when it comes to drafting, it's more of a think tank type of thing. So I don't think he's the final say, even when we're drafting, that he's the final say. Got some luck in the draft, trading for Şengün, you know, and he's panning out to look like he's going to be a very, very solid player. But outside of drafting, Stone have been a C-. He make moves, then he got to make other moves to cover up the previous move. You know how when you know a habitual liar, and once he tell a lie, he got to tell like 3 more lies to cover that one lie? It's kind of like how Stone moves is. You know, that's kind of like what his moves is. He do a move, then he got to do 3 micromanaging moves to take up for that move, which take away assets from making another move that's going to actually help the team. Bro is like a habitual liar, you know, in that sense of a GM. Like, bro, like, he got CTE. And he don't even play. He got football CTE. He ain't got basketball CTE. He ain't got the level 3 CTE. He got level 1 CTE. Stone. Don't make me get on Stone because I can rant about Stone all night. But today is a good day. We won it. CSGs.
CMB.
You know what I'm saying?
CMB. Man, we all
We all we got. We all we got. Now let me highlight all our new members that my boy Third Coast Alliance. Appreciate the gift of the memberships, Third Coast. You know how we rock, bro. You know how we rock. Let me get to the new members that we got. DeMarcus Johnson became a member. Melon Emas became a member. Darkside DJ Catastrophe became a member. Conundrums became a member. Bahatan Kalugulu became a member. Y'all put a CSG emoji in the chat if you're a member for my boy Third Coast. If you're not a CSG member, just put a 100. Put a 100 in the chat for my boy Third Coast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but all in all, man, my assessment, it was a good game, bro. We needed this win. We still not mathematically out of the play-in yet. But eventually, if we don't start winning some more games, then we can possibly see that this was probably going to be a wasted season. And I'm not going to be happy about that. I'm not going to be happy about that. And you shouldn't be happy about that either. We was promised certain things during the regular season, before the regular season, in the off season, that's just not transpired yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, M.L. Doga, I ain't never missed the playoffs. I don't plan on missing it yet. Oh, we looking to be better. We looking to add pieces to this roster to be a contending, playoff team. We ain't seen that yet. It's some things that our front office always end up saying and always coming up short on its promises. They always come up short on their promises because Stone is just so reactionary and he's not proactive. Kenny say, but the practice facility, I don't even know if that's really been built. That's probably all I seen was CGI landscapes of that. I ain't seen a brick yet. I still ain't seen the brick, but I'm gonna trust them and say it's been built. Yeah, they getting out of that Roach Motel, that they used to have. But all I seen was CGI mock-ups. Let me know. Y'all seen it? Have anybody drove by there? Have anybody drove over there to see if they actually got some construction going on? Because I treat Stone like a snake oil seller, man. They sell dreams. The whole front office, they sell dreams and don't actually commit to them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping they building it. But I'm just saying. I could do some layouts myself with CGI. You know what I'm saying? I could make it look like we doing big things. Nah, man, I'm tripping. But let me I'm gonna get my link out, man, so y'all can come up here and join me. Let's see. So y'all can come up here and join me and y'all can get y'all takes off. Boop, 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 boop. Good to be back, CSGs, man. Good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Y'all get ready to come up here, man. I ain't heard y'all in a while, so don't be shy. If you never been up, man, you still can hit the guest request button. You just have to give access to your camera. Not your camera, your microphone, because you ain't gonna be on screen or nothing, but you can give access to your microphone. Come up and give your take off. I'm anxious to hear from my CSGs. There go the link. Come on up. I see some new names in the chat, so hopefully y'all can follow the lead and see how we do it over here, man. Hit that link, come up and chop it up with your boy Space. This is what we all about. I love getting feedback from my CSGs. Who we got in here with us? My boy E.L. Hutton. What's up, E.L.?
What's good, family?
What's good with it, fam? How you been?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
Long time no hear from.
Yeah, man, you been hiding out on us, man. I say, look, man. Hey, I hope Space ain't having another meltdown, dog. Yeah. it was looking like it was about that time, man. You know what I mean? I was right there with you.
Yeah, man. Nah,
Yeah.
it ain't got that. It ain't got that bad yet. You know what I'm saying? It's been bad, but it ain't got that bad yet, bro. It
I,
ain't got that
I'm,
bad.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was getting worse for me, man. You know, all my little Eddie Monster hairs. You know how you got the little cat lick in the front when you get my age. You know, I done
Yeah,
put all
yeah.
them little hairs around my Eddie Monster out. I say, man,
You going
you know,
bald, bro?
yeah, man, I'm bald. I'm there. I'm Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley bald,
Oh,
man. But
okay.
you know, just because of the simple fact that when we was tanking, I could always come with the man, you know, Silas, you know, he doing a master job of tanking and he letting these guys develop and I can come with all the, you know, all the stuff that I can conjure up inside my imagination. But
Mm-hmm.
when you spend 140 million and your players is 2 3 years older and it's just not coming together, like man, this is stinking, man. You know, we stinking up the joint. You know,
Yeah.
and we haven't won home games. We haven't won away games. Like, like you know what I mean? Like they don't win away games at all, bro. That's scary. But you know, anyway, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, man. You know,
Nah, man, you're
in the
absolutely right.
history,
Our road record is concerning, to say the
it's
least.
horrible, bro. It's
Concerning.
horrible. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. So, you know, just keep it a buck, like you say, man. Almond is stellar, dog. Almond is stellar. Jabari, your boy Jabari is consistent, man. Look, consistency, bro. Like I think for me, you know, to see him like, you know, obviously he's supposed to be like an A plus defender. It's only his second year, so but we haven't seen like Tari Eason like splashes on defense. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
Tari is like an impact game breaker defensive player. We don't see that from Jabari. But what you see from Jabari is consistency at every spot. Every spot he's supposed to be, he's consistently there. You
Right.
know, every contest, he's consistently contesting. When it's a rebound, he consistently secures it. He's consistently sitting in the chair. He's sliding his feet. You know, every now and again, you know, he's put it on bark. But, you know, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Jabbar. His 3 pointers consistently, you know, he's consistently making his 3 pointers now, you know, around that, you know, 35-40% mark, you know, you know, every game. So, you know, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Jabbar. And I'm gonna say this, man. You know, I'm gonna just say this just to piss you off. You know, I got a hot take for you
Well,
every day, man.
I know something coming.
It is, man. The other day against
New Orleans
against New Orleans, it was one play that made me clap. Can you tell me what it is?
that made you clap.
Yeah, one play made me clap the whole game.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch that whole
Okay,
game because I was doing something with the family. I was out and about, but I was
okay,
had it on my
okay.
phone, so I wasn't consistently watching.
Yeah. So the one play that made me clap was when Valanciunas was trying to post up Jay Sean Tate. And Jay Sean Tate big bodied him and smashed into him and then flexed on him for no apparent reason.
Oh man, I
Oh,
didn't see that. I didn't see that.
yeah, Jay Sean Tate got nuts, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
He,
pause.
yeah, right, right. He just big bodied him, smashed through him and flexed on him for no reason. Like it just in the middle of the play. Like it was like no apparent reason. I was like, man, that's why I like Jay Sean Tate, man. He just brings a different kind of energy.
Yeah,
But
I don't
you
like
know,
him still though.
I say I'm gonna get ghosts with that because that's the only thing he done good in about 3 weeks. So I say, you know, I got to big up Jay Sean Tate for the one thing he done good in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm with you on the starting lineup thing, man. You know, I go back and forth because, like I say, my dream lineup would have, you know, would have Jalen stepping up to be a good point guard. I don't see that in his future unless it's like another 5 years from now. You know what I mean? My dream lineup would be if Jalen could be like a Ja Morant. Well, obviously, you
Yeah.
know, he not trending in that direction. So I am with you, man. I mean, I still feel like Almond should be a small forward, But at any rate, Almond and Cam in there somewhere with Jabari and LP, and it really wouldn't matter who was at my point guard. And I'm about ready to say Dylan, is he good because he's 40% and 40% 3-point shooter, 3 and D, but I seen him like the hard closeout on Bobo was it blew my mind. I think Dylan was drunk tonight, man. I really think Dylan was drunk
Bro got that
because
CTE, man.
man, look, Bobo pump faking at the 3-point line and you just fly by, that's ridiculous, man, because he's either going to shoot over you or he's going to go by you. There's no reason to fly by him like that. You know what I mean? You just close out hard, you show hard, contest, maybe Shane Batty air hand in his face. But anyway, man, it was a good game.
Make him shoot a jump shot, if anything.
Something, man. Dylan was on one tonight, man, but I don't know what, I don't know if he got like ADHD or something or, he just be in a bad mood. But some of that particular play right there was like that's not Dylan Brooks from Canada playing. That's Dylan Brooks from Memphis. So
yeah,
he may coach good tonight. That's what I was gonna say. He may coach good tonight. I don't know if he been holding back tricks, but I like the timing of his rotations. And I said this earlier. I'm gonna land right here. I said this when we were talking about the rotations earlier. Some of these rotations that we starting to see him come out with, I seen the other night and I seen tonight. These are the rotations that I was telling you about, where you'll see Fred go out early and then come in to start the second quarter. So he's getting his rotation back, and I'm hoping to see that the mistakes that we seen him making, I'm hoping to see that those was trial and error mistakes, that he was just trying out new shit, and he's finna get in his real pop shit now.
I hope so. I mean, his rotations have been better, and I think maybe he was trying to I know you're gonna dig this with your conspiracy theorists hat. Maybe he was trying to show them how bad our other players was before. He just shortened up his rotation to 7, 8 guys, and that's what the guys we're gonna run with. To try to make force Stone hand to make an actual move to do something. Maybe that's why he was actually playing Jalen so much, even through his struggles and stuff. Because we all heard the rumors, we all heard seemed like he wanted to make a move and Stone didn't, and I'll be surprised if Jalen continue making playing this way, that he'll make it through the trade deadline next season.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think, anytime you see a coach that's supposed to be super smart, man, and I always do this, I always give coaches the benefit of the doubt until they come out and say something that I can't just attribute to them just lying their ass out. Like I always say, it has to be manipulation, like managerial manipulation, because I do this sometime in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, you go up to somebody, they can't really do the job, or you go up to somebody, you see they're not doing their job, and you hit them with something like, "Hey, man, you've been cooking that for almost the right time, but maybe if you take it off a little bit earlier, it won't be so black." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you hit them with something like that. You just kind of you just kind of play with the words a little bit to let them know that they fucking up, but you don't really tell them straight out that they fucking up. You just want to see what they're gonna do. So I think maybe like you say, maybe that's what Ime doing. But I'm kind of still with Frank on the trade and Jalen thing. Obviously, it's gonna be because it's people who see his talent that know that they can get something out of him. I asked this question and it was on another thing on another sports cast or whatever. I said, what would would Jalen be going through the same problems he's having now under Mark Jackson, Eric Spoelstra, or it was another coach? Would Jalen be having the same problems under Mark Jackson or Eric Spoelstra or Greg Popovich? So
do you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Mark Jackson, probably. Eric Spoelstra, nah. Not a chance. Not a
Not a
chance.
chance.
And Popovich, old Pop, no. New Pop, I don't know. I think Pop probably got a little bit of CTE going.
Yeah.
He probably a little bit, suffering from dementia or something because he just too old right now. Some of them. Have you seen how he with the Spurs be rolling out like lately, like Sochan at
Yeah.
point guard and things like that? But definitely Mark Jackson. You seen how he had Steph Curry playing, and
But
that's
my,
I know Jalen's not Steph. Don't get me wrong. I know Jalen
but
is not Steph, but
mind you, he had Monte Ellis, who was the better player at the time, and he was trying to play Monte and Steph. Think about what Mark Jackson was doing. He was trying to play two dynamic offensive players together in the backcourt, neither of which was really good at defense. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, Mark was really cutting the edge with where he was going, what he was trying to do offensively, and he might have been saying, "Hey, we need to get one of these guys out of here. Let's just let them play to the best of their ability until y'all decide to get one out, so I can move this next guy in the position." You know. And then
yeah,
after they did get him out, then they started to get better.
yeah, he was trying to be cutting edge and got cut though.
Well, he got cut because he was talking about
Yeah, he was doing all
the gay
kinds of
stuff.
crazy stuff in the locker room. But I can't,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother different bag of worms. You know what I'm saying? But that's
But
all you got, EF.
yeah, that's it.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna move on to my boy Genius. What's happening, Rude Boy?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What's good with it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good game. Well, I would want to say a good second half from the starters. That first quarter was bad, man, from the starters, But I like the Amen Cam backcourt that came in and really turned the game around for us. And yeah, I think we're on the same page with that dream lineup. Cam, Amen in the backcourt, Tari Eason, Jabari, and Shengun. But what I noticed though when the second unit came in, bro, and I think that this is something that we gotta have to Ime. If it's something that I have a problem with Ime, I don't think offense is really his calling card, and I think he's gonna have to bring in some reinforcements on that side to help him, with the offensive side of the ball. But I think what he needs to realize is that this team is better when they run, because when that second unit came in, they were getting up and down the court. It wasn't this stagnant offense. I think the Shengun pick and roll with Fred Van Vliet is becoming a bit predictable, and I think that the players that are in the starting lineup, they're not cutting, they're not moving without the ball. So when Shengun gets into the post, the offense is just predictable. It's making it easy for the defense to lock in on them. So that's why they were struggling to score in that first quarter. But once the bench unit came in, they started to get on the fast breaks and run, and the offense became less predictable. So I think that's something that Ime needs to look at, play with a little bit more pace and stuff like that. But bro, I'm telling you, man, I think we're all seeing our first real legitimate guy that's probably gonna be a superstar on this team, bro. In Amen, bro. I know we had like 6 prospects, and hoping that one of them is gonna take that next step and that level. I think that right now, Amen, at least defensively, he's looking like an All NBA caliber defensive player. I don't think he's gonna make any of the teams because he probably didn't play enough games. I think you have to play like 65 games, and he missed like 25 games already. So, but I think if he played the entire season at this pace, he surely would be maybe at least a third team defensive player, and and that At this point, I already think he's the best defender on the team, and that's including Tari and Dylan. I think because with Dylan, he's a good defender, but he doesn't he doesn't get the blocks and or the rebounds like Armin. So Armin has good on ball defense. Plus you have I'm seeing a little bit of Ben Simmons and Dennis Rodman in him.
No.
Dennis Rodman on the boards, and Ben Simmons, a better version of Ben Simmons
Yeah.
in terms of his ability to play make and handle the ball in transition and even in the half court too. He's a better version of Ben Simmons because at least he's willing to take the shot. And that's all he can ask. If he ever gets even, I don't even think he needs to be a 35% 3-point shooter. If he even gets to 30%, bro, he's gonna be a problem because right now people can't really stay in front of him right now. If you notice when he's coming downhill, it's hard for people to stay in front of him. It's either they're gonna foul him, and even when he misses a shot, he's the first to get. He's back up with that rebound.
Right.
So he's impacting the game in so many different ways. So I think that I don't want to be like coming down on Jalen or anything like that, but I think that Jalen is slowly becoming expendable, and it's gonna make it even tougher on him. He's gonna have to take a significant leap to justify the Rockets even investing long-term money in him with what you have coming up behind him. So I don't see him making it to the trade deadline. I think that if they're gonna do anything with him, it's probably gonna be in the off season because the next team that takes him would want to have at least a full year to see and get data on him to make a decision if they want to pay him. They wouldn't want to take him with just 2 months left to make a big decision on his payday. So they're gonna want some time to see if they can work with him. So I think that it's gonna be this off season that they're gonna make a decision on Jalen if they're gonna keep him or they're gonna trade him. I think that if they're gonna keep him, it's gonna be maybe they're gonna lowball him with a team-friendly deal or something like that can be moved down the line, which most likely his camp is not gonna accept. And at that point, I think they're gonna probably explore trades for him.
Yeah.
Because you got two exciting prospects coming up, and both of them play better defense than him right now, and they're just rookies. And the thing is, if Jalen is not going to be consistently knocking down shots, then there are other players on the roster that does the other aspects better than him, like defense, rebounding, playmaking.
Yeah.
So his only real need right now for the team is he needs to be a scorer. So if he's not going to score, then you're getting better productivity on the defensive side and everywhere else from Armin, and then Cam Whitmore is a better floor spacer because he's a consistent 40% 3-point shooter. So that's even a better lineup for Şengün with floor spacers and
longer too.
Right. So I think that Jalen he didn't seize the moment, bro. He had 2 years where it was just all about him, and he didn't seize the moment. So now that it's his third year and other guys are seizing their opportunities, I think it's almost like he doesn't want to be here no more. And you can hear it based on the rumors about him being in guys' DMs and saying he's not being used good and not being a six man. All of that points to him just he don't want to be here because he realizes that the team is not really catering to him anymore, and sometimes it's ego. You're the number 2 pick, but like I said, you're the number 2 pick. You got 2 years where you could have done anything on the court without any accountability. So if he had seized those moments and taken this team for himself, we wouldn't be here right now. So I think he got himself to blame for that. He was just too passive. Even right now, when he's on the court with guys like what's his name, Aaron Holiday, he's comfortable going into the corner and standing up. You don't do that with bench players on the court, bro. So
Right.
it's telling me that he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that it factor. Like I'm the man on the court, give me the ball. No, he doesn't have that. He's too passive. So that's what I got. But I like the direction. I just think right now the only thing we're missing right now is some more size, a different dynamic big, like a lob threat, somebody who can space the floor, and some more shooting. That's what I got right now.
Yeah, and I agree. Either he don't want to be here, or he just have a very low self-awareness about who he is, because the play is bearing it out, the numbers are bearing it out, and it's telling you who he is. And either he don't want to accept that, he got a low self-awareness, or he, I don't want to say just he's dumb, but or he, like you said, don't want to be here.
Yeah, real quick before you go to the next one, it's like he is trying to pass his poor play or his inefficiency. He's trying to put that blame on someone else. When you start talking about you're not being used right, but what is being used right? Because even when it was just the Jalen Green show, he still was inefficient. So what does he have to point to say that this is how I should have been used, because that was working? Because when it was just your show, you still were shooting inefficient. So how can you justify now that you're being put in some structure? You're gonna say that you're not being used correctly. So that leads me to believe that, is it that he's worried about his stats, or it could be that he's worried about his extension as well. That I can understand that part. But the truth is, if the team is winning, you're most likely to get your money either way. But if the offense is going to change just to get your numbers up for you to look good, and the team is suffering, then you ain't going to get paid for that.
Yeah, either way, he's not helping he's not helping he's not helping. He's not giving himself a chance. If he's letting it get into his mind, if you want to get paid and stay here. But one thing is interesting during the game tonight, you seen Tillman. He was actually talking to the media guy, lady on the side, came for Vanessa, and he was saying that he's happy with the core six. Now, it couldn't be politics. Of course, he ain't gonna come out and just say he want to trade anyone, but maybe Tillman is still holding out hope that Jalen can actually become what he think he can be. And I'm not gonna lie. Like right now, I don't even know what type of value Jalen have on the trade market. So if we was to get, we would have to package other assets more than likely to even try to ship him. And is that worth trying to just ship off one player to compromise the rest of your team? Down the line, because we'll probably have to fill some more holes. Because if we're trying to get Jalen, then a team that really want to like rebuild or something, they're gonna try to get like Jabari from us, or Tari from us, or Shangoon to go along with Jalen. If they got like a prominent player that they trying to get rid of, like the Brooklyn Nets, saying we're going to try to get
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson, not Cam Johnson, the other guy.
Mikal
Bridges.
Yeah.
You're not going to do
I got you, Space.
1-for-1. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do 1-for-1 Mikal for Jalen. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to package other. And then picks only going to be valuable for so long before they actually not worth as much once you can start projecting where those picks are going to land. So if we're gonna do something, we probably need to make a decision sooner than later. But I think Tillman is really probably on some. Hold on, let's see if we can slow roll this and see if he can actually become a player that we like. And if not, then we lowball him, move him to the bench, and then that's gonna be his role. Now he might be unhappy with that role, but this is what your play dictated you to be. Your play dictated that you are, a mid-level salary guy and you're a bench player because all you can do is score. So now you're just gonna have to come off the bench and go get a bucket. And if you can't do that, then we'll end up trading you. But hopefully we got other assets to facilitate with him besides one of our other core 6 guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, appreciate that, genius. I can see my boy, the scripture plug, Albert, in the building. What's happening? Y'all subscribe to that man channel, man. He make good content. Not a Rockets channel or nothing like that, but it's real theological based. If you want to holler at him, the scripture plug, Albert. Holler at him. He a nice, cool dude. Appreciate you for joining us over here, Albert. Now, let's see who we got next. I done took my screen down. My boy, Ringleader. What's happening, Ringleader?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's happening? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, good. I'm happy we got a little win. It's been tough on us the last couple weeks, but other than that, I've been wondering where you've been. I say this man been hiding from us because we've been losing.
Bro, you think I'm behind because we was losing? We covered every game the last 2 seasons almost, and we ain't win very, very much.
I ain't gonna lie. Every time they lose, I get on YouTube looking for y'all to try to vent because I've been so pissed off, man, by the way we've been playing, man. It's just, man, we needed that win today, even though it's still looking shaky in that play-in position. But other than that, man, that was a good game. I realized Coach Udoka, he ain't trying to hit that Jalen Green. He ain't trying to put him in when it comes down to the clutch. He keeping him off the court. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's his defense, but other than that,
I mean, we can make a lot of speculations. Defense, offense, turnovers. That'll keep you off the court in clutch situations, bro.
Yeah. Other than that, man, I'm still trying to see is Shane Goon have he reached his ceiling, because it's like if he can't get better at defense, man, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know if he's gonna be a future starter for us. Even though I heard your starting lineup with him him at the 5, I prefer a defensive minded center than somebody who just can get us some couple of layups or a couple of little shots here and there. But other than that, man, I don't know, man. I think we need to draft a center, a defensive center. We need to go try to get a center to back him up. I don't know about Steven Adams as far as like backing him up. I know Steven Adams, he's stronger and he taller, but I don't know how Steven Adams defense gonna help us. We need somebody with some that can block the ball, rebound, and stuff like that more than somebody who, because once Armin Thompson and that Cam Whitmore, man, once they start becoming the players who they gonna be, we need to be more of a backcourt team again than more of a front court team with Shane Goon and Jabari. Even though I like Jabari, but Jabari he still be tripping sometimes. His shots, he be missing a bunch of shots. He was kind of good tonight, but that game against the Pelicans, bro, oh man, he can't make a bucket.
Yeah, he was pretty bad against the Pelicans.
Yeah, and I don't think we need to keep Dylan for the end of the contract, bro. I don't think we need to keep him, bro. Cause I'm to the point to where if 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 our boy come back healthy, man, he need to start, man.
Tari.
He need to start, man. At least he ain't gonna be taking ill-advised shots and then on that ill-advised fouls sometimes and ticks and stuff like that, man. I think Torrey supposed to be honest, bro. I think Torrey should be able to win that starting position, man. I don't know, man. Even though it's like you said, it's gonna be more. We pay him all this money. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like it's gonna be hard for him to make that decision. But Torrey gonna be able to start, man. Torrey should start at that small forward position, bro. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that, bro. I I feel like Dylan Brooks, bro. He good when he good, but you gotta take the bad when he bad, bro. But it's like it's like it's like I don't know about him, but I like Torrey starting over Dylan, bro, with Jabari and I think we need a defensive center, man. I don't know. I don't know what Shane gonna be, bro. He be confusing me sometimes, bro.
See, the thing about a defensive center, bro, usually a defensive center, he's got to do something else. He's just not going to be able to play defense and just be on the court. Because that means you're down one man offensively. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things you only can do with a defensive center, but when your center can actually facilitate and get his own offense and make people around him better, then you can keep him on the court in any situation. But with like defensive centers, if you see defensive centers like we had Clint Capella in the when we was actually contending, you know what I'm saying? When we was actually contending, he couldn't play against teams like the Warriors and certain teams because he was just a liability actually on the offensive side. So I think we do need another big to help facilitate some of the defensive responsibilities for Şengün, but I don't think that dude should start. You know, I don't think he should have to start. And then if Tari come and actually Jabari actually make a defensive leap, being more of a help side defender, then that also will help out Şengün from actually having to take the brunt of stopping penetrating guards and holding, big men such like that.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I like what you just said, but what I feel like Şengün lacking in a lot, and not even just the defensive side, because like you said, we can find somebody that can help him on the defensive side, like a backup center that can come in and try to help get us a couple stops when we need them. But other than that, he needed to find a little this offseason. He need to find a little shot, man. He need to get him a little shot. You know what I'm saying? Because that pick and roll, like you know what I'm saying, that pick and roll, and his post game is cool. And then it's pick and roll. It's predictable now. So it's like, and then Armin Thompson, once he start, he ain't gonna have no shot. You know what I'm saying? Unless he get a little mid range shot, and then they gonna be running pick and roll. It's gonna be just. I just feel like he lacking in just like a little mid range shot, even though he be shooting that three. But I feel like he just need a little mid range shot. We could deal with the lack of defense here and now, but he give effort. It's just the fact that he still ain't just defensive minded. He be trying to give a little effort. Like today, he got a good little block that I liked it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, he need to get a little shot and we'll be good. Once he get a little midi, like a little mid range, so he ain't gotta always try to bully ball sometimes, like he did today a little bit when he be trying to bully ball. And some of the times he be offensive fouling and they don't call it. But other than that, man,
Why you snitching on Şengün, bro?
yeah. He be using that offhand, man. He be using that offhand, man.
Man.
He got that down. He got that bad using that offhand when he try to lay the ball up. But other than that, he just need to get him a little mid range because he get tired fast trying to debo, trying to force certain type of layup, trying to get a bucket. But once he get that little mid range, he need to work on that dirt that he tried a little bit, that little push.
He don't
shot.
do that little flamingo little shot no more like he was at first.
You think they told him to stop doing that?
No, I don't think they told him to stop. I don't know why he don't do it as much as he used to though. I don't know. Maybe I doubt it because he was pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He was making that little leg, little push shot, man.
Yeah, like I don't know. I doubt if they told him to stop. It's just he haven't been doing it as much lately. Now, two things I would agree with you, Ringleader, or I would say that I do have concerns about is that no, Şengün is not going to carry us to a championship alone. We do need another star type, and hopefully it's like a star point guard, star type shooting guard. Because if he's Jokic, then he's going to need his Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna need that other guy that can. Now Fred, he's not a scorer. He's not gonna be able to be that. We was hoping Jalen would come grow into being that. I'm not all the way out that he ain't yet, but more than likely it's looking like he's not. So if we're gonna keep Şengün, we will need a Robin to his Batman, or vice versa, or the new guy that comes in, he's Batman and Şengün be the Robin. I do agree with you on that. And then another thing that I am kind of, I wouldn't say too concerned about, but one thing I am kind of concerned about is the pace that we play if we running through Şengün. Now, most of the teams we run and gun. Like a lot of teams, they run up and down. Not too many teams run their offense totally in the half court to just set up, the big man to get facilitated. That slows down the pace. That slows down the amount of shots you have. So you have to be almost perfect. You know what I'm saying? Almost perfect every time out in your sets if you're not getting transition buckets. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of a concern that I will give it to you, that we do kind of slow down too much and let the defense get set. You know what I'm saying?
One more thing, and I'm gonna go on past the mic, but just like you said, that I think Jalen Green fits a different system. I think he fits a system probably with a run and gun system, like to where a center that can run with him and catch alley hoops, and somebody like Claxton, or somebody that's long. We ain't got nobody. Şengün ain't caught an alley since he been in the NBA. I can't remember. So it's kind of like Şengün he got to play half court. Like on a fast break, he tried a little bit. You could tell he be pushing the rock down the court. But we need somebody that can. But Jalen, he needs somebody that can run up and down that court with him. And that's the only time he doing good when they running and gunning, because he liked that type of style of basketball, getting up and down that court fast, so he could try to sneak in his little dunks in and his bucket. Because you remember when he had KPJ, they was throwing a bunch of alley hoops. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like he barely catch alley hoops really now, because they don't do a lot of fast breaking and alley hoops and all that like they did when they had KPJ. But that's all I gotta say. Yeah, that's probably what it's time for Jalen to do. He probably want somebody that he probably want a different scenery to where he can run up and down that court and move fast like he want to do.
Yeah, I agree. People in the chat, man, y'all why y'all overreacting? We said if Şengün in the future, we're talking about future. We're not talking, we know Şengün's not Jokic right now. Like, come on, man. We know he's not Jokic right now. He's not an MVP. He haven't won a championship. He's not on that level yet. We said if he's going to be that type of player, projecting out if he's going to be that type of player, he's going to need a Jamal Murray type of guy along with him. Come on, y'all. Keep up with the conversation. Track the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, appreciate that, Ringleader. Good looking out, bro. Who we got next? My boy Hybrid. What's good, Hybrid?
Hey, what's up, chat?
What's good with it?
CSGs.
We all we got.
Goddamn right.
CMB.
Hey,
Man,
I want to say tonight, they had me scared. But let me start off by saying this. That boy Amen Thompson, damn if that boy ain't got some IQ. I'm gonna tell you like this: the reason why he wasn't playing, and that somebody said he wouldn't play 65 games to get that defensive, which I do believe he would have got. The reason why was because coach and them, they saw that Orlando game and was like, "Oh hell no, he looked like a deer in the headlights, and we can't have that."
Yeah.
So they've been gradually showing him a little bit of, and I'm betting that he probably showed them something in the practice games. And it is amazing at how fast that number 4 pick has learned the game of NBA basketball. That boy, he already had it in him, but he has what I call, and I've been saying this, anticipation is a defensive game. The defense, if you can anticipate well and you can read what the other team is trying to do, and you know what their personnel looks like, and you know what their shots are going to be, you can do what Amden Thompson's doing. You can tell that boy's played a lot of 2K, man. That boy probably had like a file system format for his whole 2K roster because he's everywhere that he needs to be. And I'm going to tell you like this. You play, in my opinion, you play Fred VanVleet. This is who you start, Fred VanVleet. You come with Amen Thompson instead of Jalen Green. And then you pair him with Tari Eason. Boy, that's going to be a defensive friggin' nightmare. I wouldn't want to see those two up front no matter what, because they just going to be reaching and teaching, like literally just cookies all day long and running the other end. And then you put Jabari with him to have a little bit of rebound. And I'm sorry, Şengün, you got to sit on the bench, my man. You'll be better off the bench for us. Let me get Steven Adams if he's healthy. That right there, I personally believe, yeah, you don't have Amen's shot. Yeah, Steven Adams, he doesn't have a shot from the outside. But I got to say this, Steven Adams, if he's healthy and he does what he does, he can get his own inside shot. And he can get his own Moses Malone rebound and just dunk it on people. Let's not forget, Steven Adams is like the second biggest dude in the NBA. That dude's a caveman. That dude's a Sasquatch. He's like 7'1" in shoes, about as wide as 2 door frames. I mean, the dude is huge. That's what he does. Block shots. I think he has something like 60 or 70% from within 7 feet. The dude is good offensively when he gets a ball around the paint. He's just, and let's not forget, he's an excellent foul shooter. That dude shoots about 79, 82, 83%. So he can hit him. You don't foul him because he'll hit his too. So that's the better plus. To me, I didn't know that Şengün, they said he grew. That dude is short. That dude, when I see him play against Valanciunas, when I see him play against Jokic, when I see him play against, these other jokers, even when I see him play against that dude from with the afro from Cleveland, he's like short. He's like 6'10" with thick socks on. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's got Tyrannosaurus arms, which is neither of those two things bode well for rebounding and paint protection. So he's just not a defensive center at all. He got a little bit of heft on him. He got a little bit of weight on him, but he doesn't have the ability to really snag boards and really glass clean and dunk on somebody and go on, do a reverse on somebody, put a power dribble in there and dunk on somebody like we seen Kevin Garnett do, or we seen, Shaq do. He don't have that. He's not that. So he's going to do his, I think he's hit his ceiling. I don't think that he has anything else that he could do other than maybe learn how to shoot. And if he can learn how to do that, it will add a little bit more of a dimension or a dynamic to his game. But he ain't going to have it like that, I don't think. So I think he should come off the bench with Jalen Green and then come off the bench with Dillon Brooks and come off the bench. That's who I think should come off the bench, and put Green with Şengün and put Dillon Brooks out there with him. That's how I think it should go if you're going to talk about that. Dillon, Dillon not really that good of a defender, in my opinion. He really not. He gets beat off the dribble a lot. He end up having to foul because they get around him real quick because he plays too up close. He tries to get his hips into you, and then he's not quick-footed enough to recover. So I don't like that. And then he has to foul you with the hip check. I hate that. Every time I see him, like, back up, Dillon, what are you doing? He's about to drive right past him. And then there you go. Drove right past him, then he got a foul. So, and then he jumps a lot and flies out the screen a lot. So I thought he was a better anticipatory defender than, than what I gave him credit for. I don't think he's worth 80 million. So I'd let him expire and see what we could get for him. Fred,
But he 4 years
Fred,
guaranteed though.
yeah, exactly. So it's a tough situation that Stone put us in right there, because he's not. I mean, everybody keeps saying he knows how to shoot threes, man. I have yet to see that boy hit like 3 in a row. Like he ain't showing me no threes like that. He ain't doing it like that. But I think Fred, you got to keep Fred just simply because he slows the offense down, and when he gets into that defensive area, he's hands. Like, he strips the ball a lot. He literally comes down and he just takes that little tour through the lane. He's not a good layup artist. I know y'all said that. That's true. He doesn't know how to lay up the ball, so he's a liability on that end. So all he can do is run the pick and roll. But with the ball in his hands, dribbling around, I don't think that I'm comfortable with him having the ball to get us into a set. Now, am I comfortable with him having the ball and doing some Fred VanVleet off the wall maneuvers? No. I'm just comfortable with him bringing it across half court, putting a double move on somebody, taking it to the foul line, and then getting a good pass off to somebody else. Like, or some cutter or some pistol action. You know what I'm saying? Like something, bring out, P out. And then that leads me to my next point, which is, I just think Coach Udoka, let's not forget, he's a Popovich guy. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to run a defensive kind of frame. Every practice, every run, he's going to preach hustle and defense, anticipation, defense, hands, blocks, run. That's what he's teaching first. So he's not really an offensive whisperer, if you will. He not trying to whisper no offense to somebody. You ain't gonna have somebody just turn into a Kobe Bryant offensively or Michael Jordan. He's not that type of coach. So to all those people that were saying, I think Jalen is suffering in this offense, and I think a little bit of Şengün is suffering in this offense, because what do they both do well? Can you name it? They both do offense well.
I mean, they offensive players.
They're offensive players, and that's why it doesn't look quite right when they're not doing well, because they don't know anything else in the Ime Udoka world. And who looks really great in Ime's world? People like Amin, people like Cam, people like Tari, people like Bari, people that rebound, that run, that play defense. So it's really a system thing, and I think Jalen knows what he's doing. I've seen it, and I can't believe I'm saying this, space, because you know how I feel about Jalen. I think Jalen has just enough to be a great player, but he turning it off because he knows he knows who's behind him. He sees it, and he knows what Ime's about, and he don't like the system. So he's all trying to just be like, oh, I'll just come out here and hoop a little bit. He's turning it down, because I've seen old boy turn it up. And when he turns it up, he gets to his spots, and he gets to his, mid ranges, and he gets to his foul line, and he gets to his threes, and he ends up with like 28, 30 points. I've seen Jalen do it, and I've seen him do it for like 6 games, 7 games, 8 games in a row, however much he want to give you. But the thing about it is that he turns it down. So I'm not going to give him that no more. He's turning it down, and he just wants to move on. He's trying to get out of Houston. Like, he's trying to get to a system where they, like that other guy said, they can run, gun. I got me an alley-oop center. I got somebody that's fast. I got somebody that can rebound the ball, kick it out to me, and then I could drive with them. That's what that is. And then as far as Şengün goes, man, I want to see some pistol action, man. I want to see some drag screens. I want to see some off the ball, maneuvers and cuts. Bring him up and stop running the pick and roll, man. Let's do some. Let's do some backdoor cuts where you swap sides. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some off-ball screens. I want to see some motion if you're going to give Şengün the ball like that. But like I said, I don't think Ime has that in his repertoire, because he's more of a defensive-minded coach. I don't think he can run a triangle like that. So all that being said, I think Steven Adams is a great pickup if he can get healthy. If he can get healthy, he's not really a lob threat, but he is definitely a paint clogger and definitely a free throw hitter, and definitely he's going to block some shots, get some putback dunks, putback rebounds, all that type of stuff. So, you put him out there with Steven Adams, with Cam, and then Amen, and then even Tari and Bari. That's nasty. That's a nasty. And then maybe Uncle Jeff coming in to relieve some of them. Man, that's pretty dirty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
what's gonna be dirty is your spacing. You ain't gonna have no spacing.
I think you will. I think you will. I think what's his name? I think Jabari's gonna get better at his shot. I think he's gonna come along nicely because he's showing he's not quite as quick of a learner as Amen Thompson, but he's getting there. He's showing me that he can actually play this game. And all he needs is just maybe like a mentor. He needs to really just go watch Kevin Garnett. That's all Jabari needs to do. If Jabari turns into Kevin Garnett, that's all he needs to do. Just go watch Kevin Garnett and go study him and learn verbatim like Kobe did with MJ. Just go steal all of Kevin Garnett's moves and you'll be good. You'll be solid for us. And then I think that Cam has definitely got a shot. And then all you got to do is make sure that what's his face? Amen Thompson can develop a shot. And I think he can because he's hit a few of them. He's just not as consistent. So once he figures out how to get a dribble and then a shot, because right now his handles are a little bit, they're a little bit scary. But if he can get a handle and get a shot, Amen Thompson has the ability to be an all-star. He's shown me that he can pick up the game quick. He can pick up IQ quick. But other than that, I think you'll have spacing.
Yeah,
I think you can have spacing.
I just want you to envision this lineup real quick. You got an undersized point guard that really don't have no rim pressure. He's inefficient three-point shooter, and the only thing he's really pretty much good at is setting up the offense, right? Then you got another. I think he's a point guard, if you ask me, in Amen, who I think until he develop a shot, he needs the ball, or you're gonna be able to slack off of him and don't even worry about him shooting the ball. Then you got Tari Eason, who is an all right 3-point shooter, but he's not exactly a shooter that's gonna stretch the floor. Then you got Jabari. Yes, he can shoot some threes, but he's kind of streaky when he starts shooting them. And then you got big lumbering Steven Adams in the middle, just clogging up the paint. Where is it? Just seemed like that's just a hodgepodge mixed match lineup to me. But maybe you see something that I don't, because I don't think that's an ideal type of lineup. If we're going by today's standards, you know what I'm saying, of spreading out the floor, shooting threes, movement, motion offenses that's going to pressure people to make quick decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think in that, if you're going to defend him, we're going to hold the paint and just let them do whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get all of the defensive rebounds. We're going to be running the other way. Then we got, I don't know. I think that's a whole lot of different
yeah, but you ain't going to get very far running that other way. You ain't going to get very far. I'm just saying, you're not going to get very far. That's as soon as you bring it across half court, we're going to anticipate where you're going with it, and Tari Eason going to steal it, or Cam.
Right. I can see defensively that like working.
We gonna snag offensively. All the rebound.
I don't know about that, Hybrid.
Think about it though, bro.
I've been digesting it ever since you spit it out there, and I just see so many different problems when you don't have to have those problems because you got other people on your court that actually mesh better. You know what I'm saying? On your bench or on your roster that actually mesh better. I wouldn't force that lineup unless I have to.
Who do we have that's going to play better two-way basketball?
Besides who?
The lineup that I mentioned.
The lineup that I said, Amen, point guard, Cam Whitmore, shooting guard, Tari Eason, 3 guard, Bari at the 4, Şengün at the 5. You can switch. Man switchable, Tari switchable, Bari switchable to some extent. Now Cam, I think he can get that way because he's a big 6'8", 240 type of guy to where he can eventually learn how to play great defense. He is pretty good in the passing lanes. We didn't seen him have 4, 5, 6 steal games before. That's a more switchable lineup. And then you got two savant type players within Ahman and Şengün that you can actually run a perimeter type offense with Ahman and a down low paint oriented offense with Şengün. And then you can mesh those all together. You know what I'm saying?
We're almost the same. We're almost the same. Like you saying something to the choir, kind of.
No, I'm just saying I don't think Fred VanVleet is the. Once we start ready to win, I don't think he's that guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about like in the next 2 years we're gonna have Fred VanVleet's gonna be our star dude. Nah, no, not at all. I hope that my bad. Let me clarify. Fred, if you're talking about tomorrow's game starting 5, that's what I'm talking about.
But Steven Adams hurt.
I know, but he's the guy that we have. He's the guy that's on the squad. Like we don't know who's gonna replace Fred VanVleet in the next 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like at least he's on the roster. He's on our roster. He may not be active, but he's here. So if he gets healthy, that's who we got. But we don't know who we're going to get for Fred VanVleet. I mean, right now, he's the only guy on the team. The only reason I said him because, every once in a while he can get hot from 3. And he's good. He's the best handler of the basketball that we have on the squad right now. That much is proven. He's the only real set you up ball handler with the with a good size up that can do it consistently. That's the only 2 things that Fred got going on. That and he kind of just, he thinks the game, he slows the game down. Other than that, he's not the point guard extraordinaire that's going to lead this team to offensive, champagne and velvet ropes part. Nah. I just said like within the next, game, within the next, couple months or, next season.
Oh, okay.
That's who we got.
Because you said the dream lineup. I thought you was comparing it to what my dream lineup I had said earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. We got to get rid of Fred if we're going to win a championship. We're not winning no championship with Fred.
Oh, okay.
Nah. Unless he's coming off the bench, maybe.
Right.
If he's coming off the bench, yeah, nah. I had to clarify that. Nah, he's not my end all be all. We got our point guard. Let's see who else. Nah. I'm just saying, just imagine if we had, just imagine that lineup. That was just a hot take. That wasn't like Fred's gonna win it all for us. Even though sometimes he does get hot from 3. He hit 5 tonight, but before that he was stinking up the game. And he stunk up the New Orleans game too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just basically said the same lineup that I had minus Steven Adams, essentially, because the only one that I had different was Fred. I just think Steven Adams is a better 2-way player than Şengün. Şengün gets bodied a lot. Şengün, he can put up 20 against certain people, but against the majority of teams, he gets like fouled a lot and end up not calling it, or he ends up traveling, or he ends up trying to do a spin and running right out of bounds or something, or losing the ball trying to pass it. I think Steven Adams gives you a much better guaranteed 2 if he's within 6 feet of the, if he stays in his spots that he likes and he can snag those boards, he gives you the ability to really get that painted area sealed off. And that's what we really needed. Şengün, he knows how to sometimes get it done, but he can only do offense. Like he only can do offense. Steven Adams can give you the ability to do both. He's not going to be as good as Şengün on offense, but he can give you, I think Steven Adams, what was he average, about 14 and 12? Something like that.
Man, I ain't looked at that man numbers in a while.
I'm pretty sure
I'm interested to see what Frank got to say. He just stepped through the door. Buzzo and Thurgood, I'm gonna come to you, man. Appreciate you for sticking with me, man. Y'all being patient. What's up, Frank? You with me?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
What's happening? Did you hear your boy Hybrid?
I heard the tail end of the Steven Adams stuff. I'm confused. What are you saying that Steven Adams would start?
Yeah, he wants Steven Adams starting with Steven Adams, Fred VanVleet, Tari, Bari, and Amen.
That's a disgusting team. I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
Oh man.
Why is it disgusting?
because I think I heard Space kind of address the spacing issue. I think that's like, look at the lineups you have. Fred can't get to the rim to save his life. Amen Thompson's offense is going to be a work in progress for multiple years. Tari Eason is one of the worst decision tunnel vision drivers in the NBA. And who else? Bari, or was Dylan in there? Or
No,
Bari?
Bari and
Either pick your poison.
Adams. Bari and
Yeah,
Adams.
pick your poison. Like, they have no shot creator. Steven Adams only works if you have a engine on the floor.
Okay, well,
Otherwise, he's just
y'all both twinned me and called me out, but
No,
then
we
y'all
ain't
came
calling you
back
out, bro. We just critiquing your lineup, bro.
but hold up though. But then y'all came out and said we'll change one thing, and now it's a good lineup. Hold up though. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up.
What do you change? Let me finish talking, bro. I'm saying you need an engine. You need an engine to make accessory players work. You can't throw out 5 accessories and try to compete in this league, bro. Your lineup is nothing but role players right now, especially on the offensive end. The reason Şengün works is, despite his limitations, if everything, one of the most important features that teams need, one of the rarest features to find, is a guy that garners and causes the defense to collapse just by their presence. And that's you don't just find that, bro. Like, in the league, you can't just go get a dude that's gonna get triple teamed and fronted. That's like, you have to. That's a talent and a skill in itself. And to me, it's one of the rarest skills for a player to have. So if I have a player that has that skill, then I can get two-way guys, and then they can complement all the other stuff. That's why you got Tari and Amen on the same team, but you don't have two Şengüns. So the spacing issue is where you run into that. Steven Adams is a great big man, and obviously he's coming off a knee injury. He's not going to be playing back-to-backs. He's going to be on this dude he ain't played, I think, 50 games or 60 games in like 2 or 3 years. So I can't bank my year on Steven Adams, because dude is either hurt, or even when he's coming back from injury, they're going to be limited. So you still need another big. You feel me? So I think if we'll be lucky. I doubt he even plays in Houston, but we'll be lucky if he's healthy and actually being able to play. But Steven Adams only worked when you got John Morant, Russell Westbrook, somebody out there that's like that guy. Not saying Şengün is that guy, but if on a team with no John Morant or Russell Westbrook, then I need a Şengün there. If I got a Russell Westbrook or John Morant, then yeah, we could talk about your lineup and what you said. But unless one of our young boys gets like a super elite leap over the summer, I don't see that like being a real. Talking about our offense is bad now, it'd be just in the gutter with those 5 out there.
Okay, so take out Steven Adams and substitute Şengün. Now we have a good 5.
So what's the 5 you named again? So it's Fred, Amen, Tari, and Jabari, right?
With Şengün, yeah.
Yeah, I tweeted that like an hour ago. I said that should be the starting lineup right now.
Oh, okay then. So my lineup is not trash.
That ain't your lineup.
It's like me saying, hold on, let me say this. It's like me saying, this is an extreme example, bro. Like the 96 Bulls, and I say take out Jordan and like puts, like, I don't know, some random person in there. Not saying Şengün is your boy. Like, the point I'm making is that the reason the lineups are made, one player can alter a lineup. That's like taking out LeBron, or I'm trying to pick one that's not so extreme. Let me see. It's like taking out Jalen Brunson from the Knicks and putting in, I don't know, Aaron Holiday or some random player, and saying that, yeah, because I got good rebounders and Josh Hart and what's his name? The dude from Toronto they traded. He had good corner 3-point. OG is a 3. None of that works without Jalen, bro. Like Jalen Brunson. Like, one player is literally the pivot of your entire starting 5. So that's why I'm saying, if you take out Şengün and replace him, you've ruined the team. It's like taking out Harden from the 20. Like, if it was just PJ Tucker, Luka Mbamute, Trevor Ariza, Clint Capella, and like a random
Eric
Pat
Gordon.
Beverly or somebody like that.
Gordon there.
Yeah, Eric Gordon. Like, nah, bro. Harden is the reason Tucker getting corner 3s. Like, yeah, one guy really impacts everything.
I mean, in a vacuum, what you just said, I mean, that's true to an extent. That's only true if the guy is actually that dude. And I don't think Şengün is that dude.
Well, at
Like
21
Jalen,
years old, though, like we don't think he's that dude. Like, yeah, all of this stuff is based off of scaling up potential. I think a lot of people speak with all our prospect with finality. Like, yeah, bro, this 20-year-old, like, bro, like, yeah, okay, maybe he's not that dude now. He might not be that dude for 3, 4 years. Maybe he's never that dude. I don't know, but he's shown me enough that I want to know and I want to see. Same thing for
you
Men Thompson, and Men Thompson may never have a shot, or he maybe this is what he is, just at that is, but at the
you
end of
would
the
start
day,
Şengün over a healthy Steven Adams?
hell
Yeah.
yes. What are we talking about? Who is Steven
Nah.
Adams, bro? A career like role player? Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Steven Adams is better than Şengün is. He
You are
is.
nuts, my guy.
Man, you bugging, bro.
He's better than
Hell
Şengün is,
nah,
bro.
bro. At what?
Bro.
At two-way basketball.
That
Oh,
man
man.
is
At
not an
B-ball, my
offensive
man.
player, bro.
You finna be
Steven
in
Adams'
timeout.
his best strengths are screening, which is a skill that is secondary to an actual person that you're screening for, and rebounding. That is it. He's a drop
And
big.
blocking shots
He's not a great shot blocker. No, he's not.
At-
He's not a
at
rim
the paint,
protector.
in the paint.
He's a body paint defender. He's not a rim protector.
Good,
big-
because Şengün ain't got one.
Yeah, but like that's like, come on, bro. Like that's a role player. This
He's
is
got
silly.
longer arms.
I mean, who we played there's a lot of dudes with longer arms than Şengün. That's like such a reductive argument as to basketball, bro. Like, use basketball. Like, his best skill is and rebounding, bro. Like, that's nice, but he's never been a near all-star. He's never been a player that has had any accolades in his career. And then you make me flame Steven Adams, a player I really like right now. Like, he is not.
I know. I don't know why
you're
you're perpetrating a fraud. He's an awesome player.
Yeah, there are a lot of awesome players in the NBA. That doesn't mean they're that good, bro. They're just dependent on what the scheme is and their roles. I'd rather have a player that, okay, maybe at 25 years old, my guy is an all-star. I don't think Steven Adams ever had that potential. To me, I mean, the NBA market will tell you that's fine. Nobody's ever offered Steven Adams a max contract because he's not that guy. Or a near max. He's a role player, a journeyman. At this point, he's been on like 5 teams. So if you think that's better than Şengün, bro, then, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want you to be my GM. You might be able to work for the Rockets now, but
Nah, man, we
I'll
can
take that.
we can put a pin in that, man. I got to get to the other people, bro. They've been waiting for a while. Muzzo, no, third good. No, Muzzo. I think Muzzo
Yes,
was
Muzzo.
there.
Yes, Muzzo.
Yeah, Muzzo. What's good with it, man?
Thanks. What's up, man? I
What's
damn
happening
near
with you,
had
bro?
a stroke listening to hybrid lineup. Hey,
What's a stroke?
hey, Frank, when you came in and said that lineup disgusting, that should have been the last you spoke on that lineup. And Space,
nah,
you
it
need to
was
add
not, bro. It's tripping, yeah.
and Space, you need to add a feature where you can hit the buzzer when somebody starts talking crazy, bro. 'Cause I couldn't take it no more. I almost hung up, man. I couldn't take no more of that, man. But nah, my take is this. This year for the team, I'm not even looking forward. I'm not even expecting them for like a playoff push. My focus now, I think, is just looking at the development of Iman and Cam pretty much for the rest of the year. I think Jabari, I think his floor like a 15-10 guy for his floor. I think he just need to just get stronger because he's showing he can be a dependable, steady guy. And looking at Sengun, he looked like Frank in space. That dude looked like he kind of hit a wall physically, like he just wore out. I don't know if y'all think that, but he just looked tired.
Yeah. I think he done like. I think he is physically done for this season.
Yeah, you can tell, man. He just not the same player. He making mental mistakes that you see people make when they get fatigued in games. It's like, so I think coming into next year, we'll see a better Sengun if he get in better shape. And I'm off Jalen. After I heard that little that video you posted, Frank, with that other dude, and that dude said he say I'm not a 6 man. I'm like, this dude
Wait,
remind me.
but do y'all blame him for? Is he supposed to say he's a six man? I ain't mad at that. That wasn't bad to
Nah,
me.
nah, nah. It ain't that, but it just showed me that he don't have no self awareness. He like
True.
that ugly. He like that ugly chick who call herself a 10. You know, he just don't have no self awareness, bro. So that just showed me that I was right on his mentality. He don't have no self awareness, and it's showing his game. I really blame this season being a wash on Raphael Stone, the majority of it, because Jalen, for example, being a number 2 pick in his third year, his development is really, to me, behind schedule. And I'm gonna blame that on Raphael Stone because he can't build a team like to say, Frank. He's not a good team builder, and I think the player development falls in his wheelhouse also. So, I'm gonna blame this season on Raphael Stone. I give him one more season, and I'm gonna put the blame on Jalen with the lack of development. And they feature the dude so much. At this point, to me, he feel like a welfare recipient because they just giving him his spot. Because I think Cam and Amon really have earned his spot for the rest of the year. So that's what I'm looking forward to, just seeing them two dudes develop. And I'm looking forward to next year. I'm done with this year. I'm looking forward to next year. I want to see Barry get stronger, and I want to see LP come back in better shape. And hopefully Stone can put a team together, bro, because that dude sucked to me. I don't have no confidence that he gonna do the right thing. He not gonna add the shooters or the athletic big we need. So hopefully they get the right starting lineup out there. Torrey, Barry, Sengun. I'm good with Fred another season starting, but I wouldn't be mad at Amon, excuse me, Amon and Cam at the backcourt. I wouldn't be mad at that either. But I know it's getting late, bro. That was just my take. I had a little bit more, but shit, Hybrid threw me off, man. I'm
Where you
sorry.
go?
But
Howard left.
he,
Oh
he should have
man,
left 10, 15 minutes ago, man.
I hope he ain't get into his feelings, man. We were just trying to point out the flaws. He say, man, y'all coming for my.
Hey,
He took
man.
that
Ray
personal, bro.
Charles seen that lineup was terrible, man. That was a disgusting Frank.
Nah,
You hit it on
y'all.
you hit it on the head.
Nah, but
It was disgusting, man.
nah, that's just how I talk. I hope you don't take it personally, bro. Like that's how we be arguing. The space know that's how we be.
Yeah,
So
like if
Well,
y'all was in the chat,
it's
y'all
a
see it a lot,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. He probably got overwhelmed by the comments too on the chat, bro. Shout out to Opera, bro. He a smart dude.
Nah,
yeah.
Shout out to him, man.
he know what
But
I
nah,
mean, he
fellas.
be know he know he got some good takes sometimes, but he just I think he just
Nah, tonight he fell off, bro. He
Oh hell no. Hey,
he was out of
you
there.
talk on here, you don't supposed to look at the comments, bro.
nah.
You
Oh, he
supposed to
said
just
nah
go on
that.
what you
Oh,
know.
he say his thing
Yeah.
froze up on him. He ain't running nothing.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what I'm saying. I
good,
ain't
good.
never known him to run, so is
But
his.
nah, Space, I'm glad you dropped one tonight, man. I appreciate it, bro. I've been missing the after game chats and all that. But keep up the good work, Frank. I like that new platform you started with the other dude. I've been checking that out. I'm digging that too. So y'all keep up the good work, man.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
appreciate you, bro. Good looking out.
Okay, all right, man. Later.
All
Be
right, it's my
easy.
go.
Go ahead, third good,
What
my
up,
boy,
third
third
good?
good.
What's up, man? I've been waiting for y'all to stream, bro. I was like, man, what's going on? I've been hopping in Twitter Spaces, cussing out 16-year-old boys, man.
Hey, I'm a witness.
Hey, bro, they had me hot, man. I was like, oh nah, they tripping in here, bro. Um, honestly, all I want to say, bro, is like, Ahmed Thompson is unfucking believable, man. It's been like these last few games. Watching him has been it's really special to just watch the growth that we're seeing on a day-to-day basis, and you can tell that Ime Udoka fucking loves Amin Thompson. I remember on the Pelicans game, I think it was the end of the third quarter where Amin Thompson stripped Jose Alvarado,
and Alman Thompson ended up getting a turnover because it went out of bounds, and he on the look on Alman's face like he wanted to just headbang a wall, but Ime Udoka's just sitting there laughing. It's like, calm down. It's all right. It's all right. So, it just shows how much more trust that Ime is getting on Amin Thompson. It's I don't even know what this like. I looked it up because lately he's been shooting really well close up to the field goal, and I didn't even know he shot like 56% in OTE. And that's honestly like that's crazy. Like if it's I hate to like come up with these expectations of the players, but I really don't know what a year 3 or year 4 Alman Thompson looks like, because it really might be like we're talking about a even better defensive SGA. Like he might not score 30 points, no, but maybe like 25 points and all defensive team like multiple years. It's man, I don't even know, man. Honestly, I don't even know. Like it just seems like he puts Alman on the court and he's just like, defensively, bro, just do whatever you think is best. And Alman Thompson is gonna do that. It was a good game though. The pacing wise, I think I like the I want to say it was the third quarter. That was at one point in the third quarter. I think Şengün was playing in the top of the key, and it was just like back-to-back plays, man, that we was making and scoring. It was that was actually like some of the best offense we've had all season. It was actually kind of impressive. It could have been a little bit better if Şengün wasn't at the top of the key. That part didn't actually make any sense to me, but it was an enjoyable game, man. It was an enjoyable game, and Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, they are always on some shit. But yeah, that's it.
Hey, Thurgood, that
Yeah.
the top of the key to me is the adjustment they made, because when Şengün was in the corners, the Suns were trapping him. So when you get trapped in the corner, you got the out of bounds line there. So it's not so when you bring in doubles, it's really hard to play and see the full court when you getting doubled in the corner. So that's a win for the defense. Damn, this dude out here need for speed, but drag racing, bro, goddamn.
No, I'm sitting on the patio, bro.
My boy say need for speed.
Houston, bro. People in Houston, bro.
Okay, but yeah, that's why. So when they put him at the top of the key, like when they bring help, it's easy to pass out of there. So I think they just did that for that, and but yeah, it was he was tripping a lot, and his passing out of those doubles is really.
Bro,
I don't know what he be thinking.
Bro, it's like I thought it was honestly like looking at this game honestly lately is making me understand. Okay, I kind of understand why he's not giving him a little bit more trust on the offense like he should have. Like it was kind of there was some moments I was like, bro, why are you hanging onto the ball this long out of the double?
You remember I had commented that same thing, Frank, in the chat.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, bro, why is he hesitating, bro? Make a quick decision. You see the double, swing it. Do something with it. Don't just stand there with it and scanning and scanning and scanning and looking and looking. I'm like, bro, make a...
I think so the thing with him, I know the kid on Twitter, DeAndre, says that he thinks Şengün has a slow processing. I don't think so. I think he's trying to either hit a home run or bait the defense until it's like, sure, the double is coming to get a wide open three. Yeah. Because in the same breath, I see him make like the craziest passes on the move with like 2-3 guys collapsing on him, and he put flair on it. So the processing's there. Is just I don't know what he be thinking.
Nah, I know for a fact it's not that he processes slow, because that boy Şengün is a thinker. I saw him fake a handoff to an open Jalen Green and was like, nah, I ain't passing it to him, and then gave it to Fred VanVleet. And Jalen Green, you could look and see on Jalen Green's face. I think it was honestly the Pelicans game, but it was flagrant. It was flagrant the way he faked him off.
Yeah, so I don't know what that. I don't know if they talk about it. It looks like the teams are loading up on him, so he's trying to make them commit, but then the team just stand around too. The Rockets don't really help Ryan Hollins had pointed it out where he said that the only person I know that cuts when they give an entry pass is Amen Thompson. Everybody else stands there in spaces, but they can't shoot. Like, why is Jalen Green standing there as a spacer? If I'm a defender on Jalen and he gives Şengün an entry pass and he's standing there with his hands open, I'm like, damn you, I'm gonna go double this dude. I know you can't shoot. So it's like it's a double. Like I don't know what he'd be doing, but today he did look hella slow on his reads. Like there were open cuts that he missed. I don't know. I think I think he has hit a mental and physical wall. He probably has never been this good for this long and having this much like night to night. And I don't think he's conditioned for it. Like you go from being a bench player to a role player to now you're he's gonna make the All-Star team. And I think it was probably too much all at once. But the thing is, with people, especially our fan base, well, I think it's the NBA fan base in general. Like, you guys got to give people grace to grow. And that's for even Jalen, and that ain't got nothing to do with them playing or starting or whatever. But I know for a fact Jalen Green is not at 21 or 22 is now. When he's 24, 25, he's going to be a better player. So the way I evaluate players is, okay, you're young right now. What are you doing for me right now? You're doing X. Okay, so if I assume that you're going to work out over X amount of summers, does that scale up to being something that's going to help me win games? And that's it. That's all I do. So when I look at a player now at a young age, when I'm envisioning what they're going to be, I don't care what exactly. Yeah, they might suck for like half the season or they are really bad at this one skill they do, but then I know they can improve on that. You can get stronger, you can get more endurance, you can get a better shot, and man, your dribble can get better. How does that make your potential go up? If I already know you're doing X right now and you're beating NBA teams, if you added a dribble, a shot, a three-pointer, you get bigger, Şengün, you get stronger, more, little things. So it's all, that's all the way I look at all of it right now. But yeah, I do think bro hit a wall. I think half the team is just out there just running on fumes right now. They probably ready for the season to be over, to be honest. That's what it be looking like.
Yeah, it's a great point too you made about Şengün, because I was thinking that recently. Like I know we see moments where Şengün is playing amazing defense, where he's hedging and everything, but hey, there's no way in my mind that he could be prepared conditionally. He could have did. Well, I don't care. There's no way he could have been prepared for this in one off season compared to the defense that we had him playing last season. Like, and then to do what he's doing offensively, like. It's probably going to be a lot of players don't hit their peaks till they're about 27, 28ish. So, it's going to be a while before we see these players hit their prime.
Hey man, Jabari, big men take the longest, bro. They just like offensive linemen, D linemen. Like those are man positions. You got to be a grown man to really, really establish yourself, man. And when you banging in the post, there's some grown men in there, and that them boys, they probably still like they kids, man. They ain't got that old bone yet. So pause. So yeah, they just gotta keep working and getting stronger. Him and Jabari.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm not ready to just. I don't want to, because I mean. Frank know what I'm talking about, bro. When we don't have nothing to play for and get excited for, I'm not ready to just pack in the season yet, man. Like,
how many more games, Pace? Yesterday almost broke me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I didn't watch it in real time. I went back and watched the game, because I was out doing things. But, bro, that was a horrible game. Like all the way around, and it wasn't like they was just getting blown out, you know what I'm saying? But they did kind of, but because it's like we got so many questions, we got more questions now than answers than we started. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, when are we ever gonna snowball into actually looking like a good team night in and night out? You know what I'm saying? Like we've been waiting for 3 years, and I think that. The way we started this year was just such fool's gold almost. And it kind of propped us up for a failure. But me and you, I was telling people succeed, succeed, succeed. Pump the brakes. You know what I'm saying? And then they had me drinking the Jim Jones Kool-Aid for a little while. Like, man, maybe. You know, when we beating the Denver in three out of 4 games, and we beating the Lakers and teams like that, I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid. Like, man, hold on. Like, maybe. Then everything me and Frank said, the shooting, the lack of a big man, everything like that just started unfolding and unraveling. And we was like, yeah, this our real team. Truthfully, I think this rendition of our team is closer than the real team than we saw earlier in the season.
Facts. With
Um,
minus Tari though, you gotta count for Tari. I think Tari.
Well, yeah, I say with Tari, we probably won another 3 games, maybe
um,
3, maybe
oh,
4.
I was gonna say, one thing I actually kind of hate about this team is that we really do be playing soft, and I don't really like that, man. Like it be bothering me. And it's like and I don't even mean just like getting punked on the court. I mean like simple stuff like when 2 players touch the ball and then they just let the other team argue to the refs, and then the call gets overturned, and then all the Rockets players just standing there looking confused. Like, bro, can y'all fight? Can y'all act like y'all won it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's my number one thing about this team is, and I understand it's because they're young, but it's like, bro, we need somebody with more of a outwards type of aggression, like
Like
for
Cam Whitmore.
yeah, like yeah. We need like exactly like I need Cam Whitmore to open up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like we need somebody to be more of a Patrick Beverly type dude on this team.
Uh, yeah,
Ain't that Dylan Brooks?
I mean, supposed to be.
That boy just be staring in space.
You know what? Frank. What really tells me. I don't know about you, but tells me what type of team we have is our road record. We don't have a deep enough bench, and that always show up on the road. And we don't have the consistency of players night in and night out to where they're old enough to handle that type of traveling and going into hostile environments and actually being, as like I said, consistent night in and night out to where they can overcome that part of the season just yet. So
Yeah,
when
that's
you
facts.
like, it's easy. All home, like even role players, they play better at home. Star players usually play the same no matter where they go in every arena. Now I think a couple of guys have a couple of arenas like the Mile High or somewhere the atmosphere affect them, but for the most part, those guys show up night in and night out, no matter if they playing at home or away. And the way our roster is constructed and our road record, it indicates a lot to me that we just don't have that consistency of players that actually get up to play every game and knows the rigor of going and traveling and doing that. Now that will come, and just our road record speaks exactly what type of team we have.
Hey, let me say this. Something I always say. Basketball is gonna be the majority based around the focus, and what you find about young players is lack of focus. So as Frank was saying and Ghost was saying, our team now is more indicative. My bad, my daughter's birthday today. Our team now is more indicative of the type of team we have. It's not because of skill, it's because of focus. We don't have a team that can focus through an entire season. We don't have a team that can focus when they get into the slumps, or when they back against the wall right now. you know but we have seen that in the game situation, when their back is against the wall, they could turn up and focus, in pressure situations. But it's hard to come in with that focus in the beginning of a game after our loss. So I think, as they grow, we still got young players. You got to realize the Warriors dynasty didn't start winning until after like year 6. You know what I mean? So we still got to give him time. I'm not. I'm with obviously with Ghost as far as not ready to punch the clock on Jalen yet. Let me read off a couple of names. I'm gonna do this right quick.
EF think
So
Jalen should be our starting point guard. So
I I I do. I don't think he should be. Because obviously there'll be better guards come out, but I think they got him listed at 6'6" with his athleticism, his ability to get down here. I think if he developed into um, a good point guard, think about this: DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton Jr., Ish Smith are point guards that we had on our team that all went on to have pretty good careers. I think Jalen could be as good as point guard as any one of those guys, or better, because he's a better shooter than all of them. He's more athletic than all of them, and he's faster than all of them. He's taller than all of them. So I just think that, in year 6 or year 7, Jalen could really be a good point guard if he focused on that and really really bought into it. But this is what I wanted to say.
that's not a very high bar, though. Truthfully, yeah.
I mean, no, it's not a high bar, but I'm just saying what the point I'm making is that if those guys turned out to be good point guards that play high quality minutes on good teams, and they not second overall picks. If
No, I
Jalen
get
been
what
a
you
second
mean.
overall
Like
pick,
I get what
with
you
all,
mean. Yeah.
I'm just saying that he could be, but this is what I wanted to get at. You got like 3 levels of second overall picks. You got the level of second overall picks like Michael Beasley, Stromal Swift, Mike Bibby, Keith Van Horn, Marcus Camby, Sean Bradley, Kenny Anderson, Rick Smits, Wayman Tisdale, Ted Cummins, Victor Oladipo, Evan Turner, guys like that who just really good players. Then you got the Kevin Durant's, the Gary Paytons,
Ja
the
Morant.
Marcus Aldridge, John Morant's, Isaiah Thomas's, who are Hall of Fame players. Then you got the Michael Gilchrist, Lynn Bias, who the other dude that Sam Bowie, you know,
James
guys,
Wiseman.
James Wiseman, Hashim Thabit,
Them
you
just
know,
bust.
guys who are
Yeah,
bust.
that's the fourth level.
Yeah,
Right,
they just bust
right,
right there. They busted out.
right. So what I'm saying
Well,
is,
Lynn
if
Bias, that's
so if
those
Jalen don't fall
circumstances
on
different.
if Jalen don't fall into that bust category, and he don't make it to the elite Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, Kevin Durant category, I'm cool with either one of those two. If he falls into the Mike Bibby, Keith Van Horn, Marcus Camby, if he falls into that category, Danny Ferry, if he falls into that category, I'm cool with that. Darko Milicic, Jay Williams, Steve Francis, if he falls into that category, I'm cool with that. Some of those guys started off early with great careers. Some of those guys started off later with great, and kind of molded into their set style of play to where they started to be consistent contributors. So just for the fan base, who every time we have a bad game, they say, who can I point the finger at? Oh shit, Jalen, you got 15 points. You know what I mean? Shoot him, stone him. No, it's not that serious. It's not that serious, bro. Antonio McDyess was a very good player who's a second overall pick, who wasn't an all-star caliber player, but who was a major contributor on every team he played on. You know what I mean? Mike Bibby the same way. So, you can take those guys like that and say if Jalen just rounds into that, that level of player, being a second overall pick is not a bad pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all that is good, bro, and I agree. But that to me, the questions aren't whether like either cut Jalen or he or like to me the question is where does as he develops into one of those levels, what does that look like for the team that he's currently on as his journey goes? And I think that's where a lot of people come out and say that he should come off the bench. I don't think you can say Jalen should come off the bench and still have a high upside for his overall like development as into a future, like where he could be a great player in the NBA. But I think as a team, You have goals you're trying to meet, and the thing about our team that's so unique is that he's not like the lone rookie or the lone young guy. We got 6 of these jokers, man, and some of them dudes ready. And I'm not gonna stop one kid from being ready because I'm looking at another kid. So the kid is not ready yet. He gotta play his part and get the role of somebody that's not ready. And I think that's the issue most of the fan base is having is that Jalen is being propped up right now as somebody that he's given, well, not recently. Udoka benches him a lot, but throughout the season, he's been given all these like opportunities of somebody that was playing better. And now that some of his like the cohort of young guys, they starting to show up. It's like, all right, bro, well, while you figuring it out, let me let him in time to get some of the minutes, bro. And if you do turn into Mike Bibby or Keith Van Horn or any of the dudes you named, or even better than that, then good. You know what I mean? Then we will, at that moment, then we can make those decisions. But en route to that, should the team have to sacrifice other players that could be, maybe Amen Thompson turns into LeBron. So what am I doing as a franchise or a coach, taking reps away from a guy that could be my star for a dude that's not ready yet? And that's kind of the impasse that this discussion about Jalen is at right now, and I think it's nuanced, but I don't always like to pose it as either you cut him from the team or he should be starting and playing 15 minutes a game.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Frank. You know what I mean? And it speaks to the type of team we're trying to build, which is all on Stone. That's all on Stone and Email Doka for, and somebody spoke earlier, I think it was it might have been old boy that was talking about the different kind of teams he wanted, just about whether you really want a fully stacked defensive team or, like Ghost was saying, a team that cover all the bases when you starting, because we talk about your starting lineup. You want somebody who can cover everything for that first initial 5 to 10 minutes of the game. So that's where the Jalen problem kind of is tricky. You know what I mean? Like you say, it's a nuanced conversation because you want to have somebody out there who can get a bucket if he on. And if you might sacrifice a little defense to have that guy on the floor, because when he do get going, it's important to have him on the floor, or rather than saying, hey, this guy is automatic defense, automatic 15 points a game, but what about the Kenny shoot the three? What about the Kenny, so different stuff like that. So yeah, that's it's a tricky situation with Jalen. But I'm with most people. I will say this, man, Cam is good, and Cam might be that guy. And for what we see, Cam looks very, very good and dominant when he plays, Paul. But I see Cam make silly mistakes, just like I see Dylan Brooks make silly mistakes, And in that game against the New Orleans, Cam did some stuff that just showed his youth. And so, like, as far as put Jalen on the bench, start Cam right now, I wouldn't do that. I'm more along the lines of, like I said, just putting Armand on the floor at 2 and 3, and letting those, between Fred, Dylan, and Armand, cover that starting lineup, because Armand is versatile enough to where if he carried bringing the ball up or playing in the 3 position, I think his skill set is still going to be beneficial to the team. But Jalen, on the other hand, his skill set, you have to score. You have to score, or you have to go rebound every, at a high rate. So, I say this too. This is going, go make the chat go crazy. The dude that was talking about
no stuff.
I gotta say this though, because the dude that was talking about starting Steven Adams, I understand what he was saying about if Alperen Sengun is your best player, and you have to go through Alperen, and his skill set has to be effective in order for you to win. Or you can build a team based around other stuff that has to be effective for you to win. Then it changes the dynamic to say that, damn, man, LP is only effective from this aspect. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of a conversation to where you say if you got if you got a big man that was a consistent post player with a mid-range jumper that was a great shot blocker and rim protector, and then you got all these great offensive players that you can pair with him, would you still want to keep LP, who's scoring 20, 22, and 9? And that's a good passer that can do all this fancy stuff. What if I can get a dude who can score 22 and 15 and get you two and a half, 3 blocks, but it's not fancy? And all he doing is shooting baby hooks and fadeaway. You see what I'm saying? So just
Yeah,
because
that's what you said is good, but that player does not look anything like Steven. That was my own. I ain't tripping about the replacing LP with a archetype like that, but Steven Adams, I think a single-digit scorer for his career, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he only scored 15 points a game, 14 and 15, like 3 times in his career, right around 1.3 blocks a game. Yeah, he might get you 12 to 15 rebounds, but that's because he's.
I get that. I could get that from half the centers in the league, bro. I think Steven Adams, like I said, he a big body. So that's just not the player you would use for that conversation. I mean, there are guys that we could have serious discussions on, like, let's say Miles Turner, for example.
No, it's Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, for example. Somebody like, okay, Jared Allen, Shangoon, like, then you start thinking about team builds and what you could put around. Yeah, those are real conversations, but come on, bro, don't Steven Adams stuff.
Nah, that was cheeks.
Oh man, yeah, bro. It's past midnight, man. We've been going for a little while, man. It feels good to be back. Man. Appreciate everybody for coming out, man. Y'all know how we do it. Hopefully, man. I think, Frank, I just don't want to pack it in just yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the season, like, I just don't want to.
Let's give it time, bro. They just win. Remember, we played the Suns, like, 3 more times? And so we got OKC and the Suns. I think these are 2 teams we match up well against. And we played them between those 2 teams like 5 times in the next few games.
Yeah.
So it's like a little mini playoff. So I don't know, man. This might give us some life, bro. Let's just see. Let's
That's what I'm hoping, bro. I'm hoping. But man, y'all keep coming back and hollering at us at the Chop Shop, bro. Appreciate you, EF. Appreciate you, Third Good. Appreciate everybody that came up, got their take off. And we're going to be back here. Like I said, man, my schedule have changed now, so I'm going to be more available and up to doing these podcasts. Live streams after the games. I know y'all been missing them, and I know y'all ain't really think I just bailed out on y'all like that. I seen people in the chat like, man, Ghost just bailed out because we was losing.
Yeah, they said, somebody has said, you guys only make podcasts when live streams when we win. I was like, it seemed like it, but no, it ain't.
Nah, man. DJ Generation, what's up, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. Nah, yeah, man, I'm gonna be after the next game. I'll be here. Lord willing, but that's my plans, bro. Like, I had some things to get straight, but I will be here, bro. I will be here. He say I ghosted him. Ghosted us. My bad, chat, man. My bad, man. But thank y'all for being patient with me, man, and being understanding about what I had going on, man. I had some things to work out. Even Frank was like, I know he ain't say it, but he was like, hey, what's going on, bro? But
I hit bro with the you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, like checking in on you, bro. What's good? Yeah, man. I just had some things going on. Life throw curveballs at you, bro. But you got to be able to swing that bat no matter what. And that's what I'm gonna do. But appreciate everybody for coming out, man. If you haven't been a member yet, please hit the links in the description. If you still want that merch, hit the links in the description, man. And we'll be back with you after the next game. It's good that we ended this one off on a dub. So y'all enjoy that feeling. Come back and holler at us at the Chop Shop. Appreciate everybody for coming through. CSGs, what's happening?
I got some stuff I'm gonna be sending you in the email. Correspond with me, man. I'm working on something for you, bro.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, I'm working on something for you, man. I've been putting it together for a little minute,
Hey,
but
when he send it, I'm gonna forward it to your email space, so
Okay,
y'all can.
okay. Yeah, because I don't really be having access
Yeah,
to
and
the
I'm
emails.
bad on it, so I'm gonna just connect y'all because I got the Chop Shop email, and
And I think
I'll be
DJ Generation said he had put up some stuff in there too.
He did. He on. I think we got like 2 or 3 of his designs in the store. Appreciate you, DJ.
Oh yeah, you had already posted them up.
Yeah.
Oh okay, yeah. Good looking out, DJ. Good looking out. But yeah, man, come back and holler at us, man. I ain't went nowhere, bro. CSGs, man. We all we got. You know we all we got, man. So
CMB,
man,
we all we got.
come back and holler at us, man. That's all I can say, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Let's go, Houston Rockets, man. Don't disappoint us. Don't disappoint us. Me and Frank need you right now, man. So y'all come back and holler at us. I'm out of here. Let's go, Houston Rockets.